Hello everyone, my name is Maple Blossom and I welcome you back to my Pokémon Alpha Sapphire Nuzlocke Let's Play. Last time, you can see on the mini screen in the bottom corner, we caught our Granite Cave encounter Sableye. I intended to go here to get an Aron, however you pronounce it. As long as you can understand something, pronunciation isn't that bad. But yeah, because I really like Aron and speak of the devil. But as always, it's a chance. But Sableye, I believe, is at least a decent Pokemon anyway. And yeah, like it. So right now, I don't know if there's that much to do in the revamped Granite Cave compared to the old one. As I said, never played it before. So the plan for today, what might it be, you ask? It is to check out Sableye, Dia, as we named her, and check out the Granite Cave a bit more. I noticed when editing I missed at least one item. Probably an item here as well. Maybe not. Maybe you just come from that area and need a way up rather than down. Here. This is the way out, an escape rope. I'm not in the mood to traverse Granite Cave any more than necessary, so if I miss something really important in it, I will look it up. Or you comment about it, scold me for the bad boy I am, but yeah, it's more fun to get the story going. So let's see, yes, Dia. So finally we have a Pokemon in the PC after, or we have two technically. We have Cooper Jr., which we caught 2 episodes ago in Route 117. Which has pickup the same as Karma, but if we do the summary, it has special attack down, special defense up, which is careful. Yeah, I don't know, I don't remember what Karma has, but Karma has been on the team longer and I don't really intend to swap them out that easily. So I don't really like the joystick on the DS. I rather use the arrows, but I sometimes forget because Sun and Moon force you to use the joystick. So Dia, level 10 female, has Keen Eye, prevents other Pokemon from lowering accuracy. Nightshade, Astonished, Scratch, Foresight, non-items. And I don't see any stat change, so yeah, Sirius is one of those stats. How am I talking really today? It's nature. I was about to say ability but a nature that doesn't change the stats. So yeah, she could be a good option. She's one of the Pokemons will be able to Mega Evolve if we want to, but that won't be until Sotopolis. So, sorry about that. It will be really late at the end of the game. So let's head back to Slateport and Mauville. Tea. Like I said, I'm just getting out of the sickness, been to school today for the first time this weekend. Can you believe it? You get a really big kick out of actually being able to go to school. Like, it's so fun. But I've been one to study a lot of the time. And it be many other things. Oh, the amount of Pokemon we could actually get in this route if it wasn't a Nuzlocke. Nice. But I forgot it, we got a bike now, so we'll go into the cycle road and do some training, face the trainers along here. the second road if you will there. Meep. Meep, meep. What? Learning techniques will make bike riding even more fun. There are some places that you can reach only by using bike. Yeah, that's the... what is it called? Trick bike? I have the mark bike, the fast one now, but there's one that you can do tricks with. My role here is to test all the future triathletes who come to Cycling Road. But I'm not a triathlete. I'm just trying to become a champion. That booty. Dolph, you got a real booty. If I have to say it. Minen. Oh. One of our Pokemon is affected. Maybe we should go heal before doing too much stuff. Swift. Swift, normal attack, low damage but never misses. And seems to be a priority move. Yeah, either it's a priority move or we were equal in speed stat. The tea is so good, like yeah, as I was talking, like I've been sick in the last weekend. I'm sorry for the 2 videos that are really bad quality because of it. But I'm really getting better now. Both physical and psychologically. But biking to and from the hospital where I'm studying, it takes a bit of a toll on the voice. So honey tea with honey in it, so good. Nice and warm for the throat. Let's see, who are we going to train? Karma hasn't picked anything up. Like, summary, Trudy, 40, restore 60 but not stab, so scratch and faint are practically the same. Rock smash is the worst. Principle from falling asleep, the opposite of truant you could say. I think we'll try and train Trudy. Like so far she's been a bit of a disappointment, not doing that much damage I hoped for, but that could be the attacks. Scratch isn't that good and it's the only stab attack we have, so yeah, it only does 60 power. So, fight me, don't panic, I can go fast. I read a manga just the other day where a person was, I'm afraid to go fast, but I have to do it to fight the evil. And then the hero comes in, makes that person see the fault in her ways and things like that, that she doesn't have to do this all the time and things like that. So she's like, oh, I don't have to go 200 kilometers per hour dangerously. Now I can ride in a fun way in 100 kilometers an hour. And for all the readers and the hero, like 100 kilometers an hour on a bike is still pretty dangerous. Yeah. Yes, we did it. Oh, so close. Don't panic about something. Like, I'm sorry if I sometimes read what the trainer says and sometimes don't. But I don't know what you guys want. There's been quite few, if any, comments at all. Yo, you, can you keep up with my speed? But if you want me to read what the trainers are saying and make funny noises, I'll do it. Oh. But if you don't want me to, then I won't. Just talk to me about it. So I will be like going back and forth, sometimes reading, sometimes don't. Otherwise. Is it worth having Trudy out? She will need at least 2 more attacks. I don't think so. Order isn't good against the metal, so let's go with Karma. Like, this is a bit of the bad matchups that I feel like. Personally, I feel that only Shadow and Mark are at a level where they can safely switch in and have a neutral attack that does enough damage. When one of the other members can't go for it. Well, it's a bit boring that they go so high up in level, but Assurance, I've never really used it. Oh, no. Physical, the target ordinals taking some damage same turn, this attack's power is double. If the target has taken some damage in the same turn. Oh, no, not quit completely. Yeah, forget. It's better than Snarl. Technically it should be better than Tackle, but I want to have Tackle at least as an option against, for example, fairy types that are resistant to Dark. And as Shadow is a physical attacker, it's much better to have as Assurance than Snarl. Let's see. Trudy, you can go out a bit now that you gained a level, and we'll see. This bike is too fast. Ah! Oh hey, got a bike from RYDEL. Oh, it's glaringly obvious. It says on your bike, RYDEL. The name's everywhere. You should ride it around all over the place. It's good advertising. Yeah, I will ride it around the entire region. Or when I'm in the mood to ride, at least. Whoa, watch it! I guess you're not used to bike racing. No. Have you seen how I steered the bike before encountering you, Jacob? Uh-oh. Ouch. This might be bad. Maybe not as bad if we switches to rollout. Because 2 rollouts or even 1 rollout is much better than 1 spark, because that spark hurt. And now I have to switch. Like, I usually don't want to, and I talked last episode about using the same amount of Pokemon as the opponent, but look at this, Magnemite is Steel type. I only have normal types. They won't do, like, even if it would be the 3rd echoed voice in a row, it wouldn't do that much damage. So Shadow, like I thought of maybe use this Tammy, but I don't like. Was Steel maybe still resistant to poison in this generation? I think so. But yeah, let's see the Assurance animation. I think it's just a hand. Kapan! Several hands. But Shadow don't have any hands. What do you explain that, Nintendo? Order grew to level 20. You defeated Trilith Jacob. Whoa, my brakes failed. And he fell off the bridge and died. While Order is evolving. Louder. You're so loud. Stop it. Or wants to learn the move, but yeah. Yeah, it can be good to have a secondary move. Let's take away Pound. Then we have Echoed Voice for our stab normal and Bite if we need anything else. And Screech and Supersonic for special effects. So halfway into the episode, or maybe a bit more than half, and we have an evolution. That one a RYDLE spike, like everybody. Yeah, I know. It says RYDLE. Closely. Orders first battle as allowed. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh no. That's not good. Tammy. Sorry, Audru, you can't finish your first battle ever as allowed, but even if it does between 14 and 16, I don't like it. We took the risk with Prospect. They got a crit. The first time I took a risk, or one of the few times I took a risk, when I knew the Pokemon was within crit range of dying. I'm not gonna do that again. So, no. A beautiful woman who runs through the road with her jet black hair flowing in the breeze. Can I find such a woman somewhere? Not anyone I've seen so far in my journey. Maybe later. Maybe it's an Easter egg. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not really keen on taking the risk with Audru there, because he had 18 Elf and the attacks did around 14 to 18 normally. A crit would be devastating. Also tell me if I missed something in Mauville, because this new layout of Mauville City in the remakes are just confusing the crap out of me. So I will skip it. And actually go to, I wouldn't say my favorite route, but it's one of my most memorable routes in Pokemon, and that is what do you say? Have you been to RYDEL? Yeah, RYDEL. I know about RYDEL. Hoen's one and only TV network. Okay, we'll check out the TV network a bit. A quickie. Hello. Something about Rangers, don't know. I'll be on TV when I grow up and I'll take wonderful time with Pokemon. Why are there so many kids here? We're here on a field trip. Okay. Yeah, parents asking for autographs. Have you activated the Street Pass? Yeah, no, because I'm doing Nuzlocke. I don't need a PSS either when I'm doing the Nuzlocke. Are you touring the studios? Don't touch any of the equipment, it could be dangerous. Wow. I'm the news anchor now. Hello! I just found out what the thumbnail for the video will be. Because I tried to find thumbnails that are not from your everyday part of the game, but rather like something special that fits the episode. I don't know if the TV studio did that much of an impact in this 1 minute we were there. Why was the fact of you being the third eldest will be so important? But oh, Team Aqua, what you doing here? Where are we supposed to be? Where are we going again? Mount Chimney, stay spaced out and you'll get scolded by Archie. Mount Chimney? I'll be a long walk going along Route 112 to get there. I wonder if we should buy lunch first. Yeah. Team Aqua and Magma are the most evil team out there. But yeah, this is Route 111 is one of the most memorable routes for me, personally. Because one, it was about here, Ash and company was about here in the Hoenn season. When I started to rewatch the Pokemon anime again after a bit of break from it when I was young. This is the route where I caught my very first shiny, and that shiny... Don't worry, I'm just going to heal. I don't remember if I did it or not. And I'm too lazy to check. But yeah, it was my very first shiny ever I caught in Route 111. It was me and my sister playing either my own Sapphire or my friend's Sapphire that we had borrowed before I got my own. And we like ran around and we encountered a Numel. But for some reason the Numel's back was blue instead of green, and we were like, what is this? Is it like... Has the game broken? Is it something weird about it? But because it was like, what is happening? We didn't know about shiny and their existence back then. So we didn't know that the Numel could be like that. And yeah, Rock Smash is back. So it was like, or it was Route 12. No, not this. Forget everything I said, or like forget it was about Route 11, it was Route 12. So let's finish this episode up with challenging the Winstrake family. Hello, I take you're a traveler. What do you say to taking on our family of 4 in a series of Pokemon battles? Yes, that's the spirit, I like it. The problem now could be if I take too much damage with my front Pokemon. I will have to constantly swap Pokemon and take some damage on them, because I think this Winstrake family, like, you don't get any options to ever switch your Pokemon, like you will always start with your first one. Berries? I'm the one to use berries, not you. Yeah. This to me could have been a fun moment to talk, because as Echoed Voice is described as a sound-based attack, and I talked about how that is good of the game to have like certain categories for attacks without them being like have an official stat you can look up. Some attacks are really wonky in Pokemon that you can't, like that evasiveness and accuracy and things like that, work on them in funny ways, or typings and attacks work in a funny way. Because you would think that a sound-based attack that is like a big louder screaming at the Pokemon, like the entire area should be filled with the attack. So technically, even if you rise your evasiveness, you should be able to avoid it. Another funny thing I've seen one of my favorite Deviant artists draw about is how many people should know that ground attacks don't work on flying Pokemon. Pokemon will levitate and another few items and things that can make them like lift off from the ground, because the ground is the ground. If you're flying, you're not affected by the ground, so it's a good thing to begin with, you could say. But there is a bit of a trickiness that technically that you have the attack dig, and usually nothing can hit a Pokemon that is digging and flying is similar, but you can't hit anything that like digging, diving, flying, because they are out of the way, out of the area. A few attacks that actually can hit a Pokemon that has used dig is Earthquake and Magnitude, because they shake and crush the ground. But what happens if a flying type or a Pokemon with Levitate or any other similar effect use dig? They still can't be hit by Earthquake because they are immune to ground type. And that's one of the things that when it comes to comes to Pokemon, that is when typing and special effects around typing becomes really stupid, because no matter if it's a flying type, if it's underground, it should technically be hit by a move that shakes and crush the entire ground. And once again, we're trapped in these irritating healing competitions. Because even if I'm resistant to the grass moves, my poison isn't super effective, as Roselia is part poison type. Another berry. I think I have to switch because the leech seed is doing way too much healing. Like grass type proves to be the absolute most annoying thing about this playthrough. Why are all the grass types in Hoenn equipped with Leech Seed and one type of other healing absorbing thing like Mega Drain, Absorb, Giga Drain, whatever level they are at? Like, they heal for so much. And unless you catch, like in the normal game, you could catch quite a few Pokemon and they wouldn't die in normal situations, but oh, you have so few options actually when it comes to super effective against grass. You have Tailo, Wingull, but Wingull is also like weak, so it's neutral. But yeah, you have a few options. You have Torchic if you start with Torchic, and you could have the bug types, Dustock and Beautifly, but you don't have that much options otherwise. And now comes the problem. Order is hurt, so I will have to immediately swap out. And just to save time, the episode is going to drag on, because I talked about the dig for too long of a time when looking up Magical Leaf as an attack. I will just use Landmark and Shadow just to bombard and go through this shit. But yeah, the Win Straight episode of the story is really funny, and originally when I saw it, like, I recognized and realized they are from... Oh no! You bastard! I'm not taking the risk. My one big weakness, or Landmark's one big weakness. Grass types, especially Shroomish. Stumble. I don't have that many status healing items, so... But as long as we hit our bite, we should be okay. Oh, we could use Assurance. Why didn't I use Assurance? I could have killed it in one move. I forgot that we have a stronger physical dark type now, because in the past Snarl wasn't physical, so it wouldn't do as much damage as Bite, or Bite, they were quite equal, but now Assurance is way better than Bite because they are both physical. So yeah, we're switching around, it gives a bit more experience, and there's Numel. I really like Numel. And hopefully we can get one. Like, you have Numel, you have Sandshrew, and a few more Pokemon we can get in Route 112, not this Route 113 or 11. Because no, not Sandshrew. Oh, you can maybe get Sandshrew here, or it's in the desert, but we have Matchup or Numel. So both are quite good. I think Numel has a higher appearance rate, and it would be better. It would be good to have a fire type on the team, even if it would be part ground type when it evolves, I think. Ah, it's already part ground type. So it would mean that it would be a good friend to Anmark, I guess, with them having 4 times weaknesses, both of them. Ooh, Meditite. Anmark will have to do with it. It's the strongest Pokemon, and even if... and it will probably use a fighting type as it's going to attack Order. And the thing that Shadow could do super effective damage to Meditype with its dark type, but stop that! You serious? Bag. HBPP. Good, we bought some super potions. Because I was about to say that we could take I was going to heal anyway, but I was about to say we can take the risk and attack, because we should attack first. As long as we doesn't miss again, we should kill the Meditite. But because we got paralyzed and Meditite attacks first, I didn't want to take the risk of the criticals, because they have been bad in the past for us. And Ardra is going up a who, so strong. My granddaughter wasn't lying. So yeah, that's the win rate of 4 straight battle. Quite easy if you have good Pokemon. If you're not in any hurry, visit us for a while. Thank you, dear lady. But as you probably can tell and see, the episode has dragged on for longer than I hoped for. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm back in full force again after the sickness. Like if you liked it. Comment about anything. I want to talk to you guys. It's a bit sad that you leave me alone and don't talk to me. But yeah, and if you really like the video and want to get notified about the next video, you could subscribe. So hit the subscribe button and YouTube will notify you next time I upload a video. But otherwise, I hope everyone has a really nice evening, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!